The FAHR Grasslands equipment pack by Vertex Design is finally here. What's going on, everybody? DjGoHam here. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to new mods for Farming Simulator 19. Today I've got 11 mods for you. For all platforms, we've got 7 new and 1 update. And for PC and Mac, we've got 2 new and 1 update. Let's check it out. First up today, new for all platforms, we have the FAHR Grasslands equipment pack by Vertex Design and Mad Max. This equipment pack provides a variety of grassland equipment. The new machines allow you to do a great job in mowing, tenning, and swathing your grassland. So enjoy your next harvest season. Oh yeah, so we get a very, very unique windrower. We also get a very nice tedder. I mean, come on guys, this is Vertex Design. You know these things look good. And then of course we have a front and rear mowers as well. Let's go ahead and check these out. I've talked about these extensively in Farm Sim News. Today we finally have them, so let's check them out. Now you're gonna find all these in their respective places. However, if you wanna see them all, boom, right here. You wanna go into brands and go into FAHR. We also have a FAHR GeForce 14055 Pro. That was the mod we got a long time ago. We're not talking about that today. So let's start with this guy right here, the tedder. So this is the FAHR Santos 8608DN. This has a power requirement of 95 horsepower, working width of 8.6 meters at 11 miles per hour. A couple things that we could change up. So equipment, we have standard and we have lights mounted. So lights mounted, yes or no. There's going to be mounted lights to the front and the rear, so do keep that in mind. And then wheel setup, we have standard and we have the steering wheel mounted. So this adds an extra wheel up in the front, kind of makes things nice and easy for you. If you decide to do everything, it's going to cost you an extra grand right there. So $17,600 on this. And again, big thing here, detail. Detail. Look at this thing. Oh my gosh, this thing is awesome. Next is the FAHR Ramos 3060. This is your front mower, and we could change this up from standard equipment, from standard to lights mounted. So we have lights that are actually mountable to all of this. So if you need to do any mowing at night or anything like that, it's kind of weird, but whatever you want to do, go for it. This has a power requirement of 75 horsepower at 3 meter working width, with 13 miles per hour max working speed. $17,260, extra $500 for those lights. Now, moving over to this guy right here. This is probably the most unique windrower that I've ever seen in the game, because we can change the swathing mode. So we can change centered swath, which it's centered right now, or we can do a, I'm not really sure what the centered actually does, but it's very, very neat nonetheless. We can also change that to a left swath or right swath, depending, which is kind of neat. So it kind of goes off to the side. It's very cool. Power requirement of 45 horsepower, 6.3 meter working width max at 14 miles per hour. So a little bit faster on this bad boy right here. And your last piece of equipment with the FAHR Grasslands pack, the FAHR Ramos 3670 TLX rear mower. Says a power requirement of 95 horsepower, 3.6 meters, 13 mile per hour max working speed, standard equipment, or lights mounted. So you're able to mount a single light to the rear. I don't believe any other lights are added to this. No, they're not. One thing that's really cool, check that out. When you add the light, it adds an extra cord right there, extra hose. That's awesome. The little detail, man, the little detail. I'm telling you, Vertex Design and Mad Max, they kill it. They really, truly do. You could just see by all of this equipment, the incredible detail that you've got, the amazing attention that they've paid to every single little piece to make sure that it looks as good as it can. Talk about attention to detail. Next, we have the International 1455-1255 XL. This is an extremely detail-heavy tractor right here. An old International. Everybody's been asking for Internationals. Well, here you go. Now we've got them. We also have animations with this as well, so the doors can be open, the rear window can be opened, the roof window can be opened, and it says if you don't configure the beacon lights, they're located in the cabin, as well as the low loader attacher and the drawbar if nothing is attached there. Interesting. So let's check this out. So we have beacon lights attached here. If we jump in here, no beacon lights. However, they're right there. Also, look at that, the trailer. The trailer hitch is down there. But you see here, we have beacons. They're not in the thing, but we still have the trailer hitch down there. That is extreme attention to detail. Absolutely. It's ridiculous. That's what it is. Let's jump in and check this out. So where are we going to find this? We're going to be going into vehicles. We're going to be going into small tractors. And here it is. So we've got a couple rim colors. We've got some main colors, and we have multiple different configurations as well. So let's check them all out. In rim color, we get 3. We have the International Yellow. We do get the Case IH Gray, so we get that in-game gray, which is nice. And then we have the Case IH Black. I know a lot of you guys like using some of these modded tractors and making the wheels black. Here you go. You could do that if you want to. For today, we're actually going to stick with this because I want to see this old tractor. Main color, we get a couple different ones. We have used one. We have used one again. We have restored one and restored. Those are literally the same, aren't they? Yep, sure are. Don't worry about it. So we have 2 different colors. Not going to worry there. Wheel brands, we have Trelleborg, Midas, Michelin. Back to Trelleborg. And Trelleborg, we have standard tires. Standard with the front bend flipped. We have the standard with the rear duals. Man, that thing looks good. Standards, duals all around. We have narrow tires, which is great. It's good to see the narrow tires, but not the itty bitty little, the finicky ones. I don't like those. They don't grip very well, especially with the added realism for vehicles mod installed. Then we have the TM800s with reversed, with weights, with a extension, with double extensions, and back to standard. In Midas tires, we have a standard tire, we have a flipped front, we have a wheel weight, and then back to standard again. So only a couple different options there. In Michelin, same story here. We get the XBIB 2s, flipped front, wheel weights, and then back to standard. We're going to change this up to, I think, the Trelleborg, these guys right here. I think this looks the best. Front mounted, so we have weights carrier. I have a front weight. I'm not sure what the exact weight of that is. It doesn't look like it's doing a whole lot to that. And then we also have a front hydraulic as well. Good to see both of those as options. I know a lot of you guys like to run these, and I like running them. So it is what it is. Exhaust system. So we have the series exhaust enamel. We have a steel pipe straight, steel pipe enamel, steel pipe bent, and then back to standard again. So we have with beacons. We have beacon light 1, beacon light 2, and without. You can actually see, I don't know if you guys can see right down in there below the steering wheel. If I put one up, one of the lights goes away. If I put both of them up, the other light goes away. Or they go back in there. The detail is just, come on guys, that's incredible. Airflow systems, we have airflow standard. We have the silent filter low, high, back to standard again there. Engine setups, we've got 2 of these bad boys. We have the 1255, which is going to give you 125 horsepower. We also have the 1455, which is going to give you 145 horsepower. So whichever one you like there, you can go with that. We can have front attach. We have the Stoll F30. We have the Allo console back to standard again. So whichever of those consoles that you like, you can use. Otherwise, that is it. That is an extremely detailed tractor. Next new mod for all platforms is the Lizard SP8 Bell Trailer. So this guy right here is an 8-meter long bell trailer. Price is going to start at $11,000. And it has a drawbar hook in the back here as well. So if you want to hook multiples of these trailers up, as long as they've got a pin hitch, you are good to go. We also have a few different color options as well. Unfortunately, the main yellow color cannot be changed. One thing that I think is a little bit interesting is some of these straps don't exactly go straight across. Kind of interesting. And not a problem. I mean, let's be honest, if I was doing this, not a mod, but in real life, oh, they would be all over the place. Let's jump in and check it out. We're going to find this. We are going to go into tools, and we are going to go into baling technology. And here we're going to find it. We've got 2 customization options here. So we have a rim color, any color that you would like. So again, I know a lot of people like to use the black rim configuration. You could do that if you would like. Pink, whatever you think matches this interesting mustard yellow color, go for it. We also have wheel options. We have narrow tires, standard tires, and wide tires as well. So we have multiple different versions of Trelleborg tires right there. How about we go with a wide tire and let's change our rim color up to red, something like that. Actually, it doesn't look awful. That's going to bring our total price up from $11,000 to $13,000. The color is going to be $1,000 each, and then your wheels, standards are going to be $800, and wide tires are going to be $1,000. I like this. I like that the narrow tire is the standard option. You don't just go into it, narrow tires are like $800. You pay less for less, I would say. Not too bad. I'm digging this. Your next new mod is the Lizard Spider. This is a small Polish tedder of unknown brand, aka Lizard brand. Price is going to cost you around $800. 25 horsepower required, 2.6 meter working width. configurations, you've got colors. So let's jump in and check it out. Where are we going to find this? We are going to go into tools. We are going to go into tethers, and because we don't have that many, well, we're going to be right here, aren't we? 25 horsepower, again, 2.6 meter at 11 miles per hour. Main color, we've got a couple different ones here. They're not the in-game colors. They are these colors. Yep. So you could go through here and find a color that you like or something that maybe matches your tractor or the way that your farm looks. And then design color. We've got this as well. This is going to change up from the looks of it. It's only going to change up your pulleys right here that run from the PTO, and it's going to change up the tines at the bottom. So that's looking like that's what that's changing up. Also changes up your axle that goes from your wheel up to the middle of the implement. Otherwise, nothing crazy there. Main color, if we change that up, it's going to be $100. Design color is $50. For your total cost, if you decide to customize this, to $950. Next, we have the DEUTZ KM25F. This is a front mower, can also be used on the rear as well. And this is used mainly for doing smaller stuff. It is a drum mower, but you could use this for just about anything, whatever you like. The thing to note here is you need the tractor triangle pack, something that I'm not a huge fan of. But I know a lot of you guys like to use that. I know it's extremely popular in real life. So just keep that in mind before you do anything with this mod. No, you will need the tractor triangle pack. So let's customize one of these. Let's go into mowers, and we're going to find it right here. It's going to have some red and green kind of slashes through it. They're just showing off the multiple different color options here. So your main price, $1,100, 60 horsepower required, which is phenomenal for a mower, 2.5 or 2.1 meters at 9 miles per hour. So the working speed is a little bit lower on this. Just keep that in mind before we're doing anything. Design color, we have black, we have gray, we have a lighter gray, and we have yellow. That's going to change up your skirt around. Main color, we have DEUTZ red, we have DEUTZ red withered, green withered, FAHR red, and FAHR red withered. Now this green doesn't quite match perfectly, but it is what it is. It's totally fine. Down here, configuration, we have normal PTO, extended PTO, so it's going to take that off, which is kind of cool. And then manufacturer decals. So we have the decal DEUTZ red, we have the DEUTZ green, we have the FAHR, and then back to DEUTZ red again. So those aren't going to cost you anything extra, which is nice. PTO is not going to cost you anything extra. Design color is $20, main color is $50. Bring in only a $70 increase to the price here from $1,100 to $1,170. Not a bad looking mower. This is actually a really good looking mower. Your next to last new mod today for all platforms is the DUVELSDORF Grasslands HARROW. This, at the end of the day, this is a HARROW, so it's going to take all of your weeds out. If we jump into tools, if we jump into weeders, we're going to find it, ba-boom, right here. So we have a couple different options here. Design color, we can change this up from a dark red to a black to a spirited red. Is that what that said? Oh, sapphire red, still spirited. And then main color, we have a DEUTZ green. We have a little bit lighter green, red, which matches the red of the design color. We also have blue. Blue looks pretty good, doesn't it? And then sapphire red. So you could change this up to make it look like a sapphire if you would like. Not only that, you could change the design from DUVELSDORF to sapphire. So if you need to, you can actually change that up. Now with that logo, now you have a sapphire windrow. A lot of you guys like the sapphire stuff, myself included. I actually did that on this version right here. Not too bad. And your last new mod for all platforms today is the FLIEGL VFW 10600. This is a slurry spreader, and the interesting thing is it has some scripting that goes with the manure system. Now, you're not going to see that on console. However, if you're a PC player and you download this, you're going to see some of that scripting. However, I have tried and I've tried and I've tried. There's nowhere to hook up hose up to this thing. It's not made for it. So it's interesting. Maybe it's just something with the mod. Maybe it's something with the manure system mod. Who knows? But what I know is we're going to go and customize one of these. So let's go into tools. We are going to go into slurry tanks. We're going to go over to the FLIEGL stuff. It's going to be our little guy right here, the VFW 10600. So you're going to need 85 horsepower to power this. 10.4 meter working width at 10 miles per hour, and it's going to hold 10,600 liters of slurry. Digestate, that's good. And then water as well if you have the manure system mod installed on PC. And the only thing we could change here is the wheel setup. So we have standard and we have wide tires. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh man, big old 404s. Whoop, whoop. If you guys don't know yet, I think the 404s are just like the hottest tire in the game. If I could have a tractor with 404s, I'd be in heaven. But otherwise, there is nothing to it. That is it right there. that's it. If you want to put the wide tires on, it's another $1,000 for your total to $19,000. We do have one mod update for you for all platforms today. It's the Limpkin Diamond. The price is going to be $58,000 starting, and your changelog 1.1 improved the description and XML, and lights have been added. So if you want to add lights to the back, go for it. I am seeing this kind of going up and down every once in a while. I'm not sure what's going on with that, but just keep in mind there's only one customization with this: lights. Making our way into new mods for PC and Mac players today, we've got two of them. First up, we have the Placeable Forest Area. This is a placeable forest area in which trees grow by themselves. So this is a square. You're going to find this in placeables and miscellaneous, and you just place it down. And now I wonder, well, do the trees grow? So we're going to find out pretty quickly by speeding time up. Let's see, we're at times 2,000 right now. We're just going to hang out here for a minute and see, will trees grow or will they not? Who knows? Wow, so after, what was that, 3 days? A couple days? One. One tree. All right. Well, I'm sure over time that this will do its thing, but for now, am I doing something wrong? I don't know. Speaking of trees that grow by themselves, this mod doesn't do that. You have to do it yourself. We have the Playable Plant Tree, or the Player Plant Trees. This mod adds training for planting trees in the shop under forestry equipment. When purchasing the training, a hand tool is added to the player. This makes it possible to plant saplings by hand. The selection of the hand tool works the same way as a chainsaw, with a mouse wheel or keys 1 and 2 if you're on PC. The sampling is set for when the key is released. It usually takes a while for the sapling to grow a tree. So keep that in mind, but that's pretty neat, right? I think that's pretty cool. And your one mod update for PC and Mac players today is Speed Control. This mod adds 3 speed memories to the vehicle. With the buttons 1, 2, and 3 respectively, speed can be selected. So changelog 1.01, if the cruise control is active and you could change to a different level, the cruise control does not have to be activated again. Very cool. Well, guys, that is going to be it for today. I hope you've enjoyed. If you did, make sure you drop a like on the video, get subscribed to the channel if you're new, join the GoHam fam. Make sure you turn your notification bells on as well so that you never miss a daily farming simulator video here on the channel. With all being said, hope you have a great day. We'll see you later. Peace.